That didn't happen. It's okay. You know why it's okay? Because my kits are still available at chambersmixedit.com if you want to go cop. You didn't hear that from me. We're gonna need a flame. You're gonna need a candle because it's about. You're supposed to light, bro. It's about to be a vibe tonight because we about to cook up some R&B. Oh, smoke alarm's about to go off. That was a mistake. Get the. What's good, everyone? This is Chambers from chambersmixedit.com, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to make an R&B beat for someone like Summer Walker, Tory Lanez, Bryson Tiller. The list goes on. The main point is someone who likes to express themselves vocally on a beat, basically for people who like to sing. All right, so let's get into FL Studio right here. First thing we're gonna do is go into the stock piano, as always, because then you guys like to buy plugins. Get the close grand piano. So now we want to get into the main piano chord progression. We're gonna start out with an F major 7th chord. Wow, what a vibe. But now we want to add some tension to it, right? Slow it down, because it's vibe time. F is our root note. It's the 1 in the scale. We're going on an F major scale. Now that obviously doesn't sound good in this scale, but just watch. I'm going to build a minor chord around this. Right, that's a minor chord, but I'm going to flatten the 5th right here. And I'm going to invert the 7th down an octave. Then the root note of that chord, I'm going to invert down an octave. Now listen to this. So we just put mad tension into the chord progression, right? Then we're going to do a major chord on E. Same thing like the last chord, except this time we're going to flatten the 7th. Then we want to bring it down, except we're going to put that up an octave because that's too low. Then just hit it with a minor chord. Let's invert the 7th down an octave and the root note again. Hear what we have now. Drop the root note down a whole note. That's that's called a 2-5-1 chord progression. I'm gonna show you in a second what that means. So let's just go up an octave with that G. Hit him with a minor chord right here. Same chord. That's the R&B chord progression. So that's a 2-5-1 because, like I said, the F is the 1. That's the root note. So then the 2 would be the G because we're in the F major scale. So the next note is the G. So if the F is the 1, the G is the 2, right? So 1, 2. Then you want to hit the 5. The 5 is C. So a 2-5-1 sounds like 2, 5, 1. Except this time we're going down an octave. So it's 2. Just like that. I'm gonna hit Alt R. We're gonna strum out we're gonna hit Alt S. That's gonna strum out the notes. We can adjust it right here. And the velocity. Then I'm just gonna individually lower the notes of the chords. So I'm gonna highlight by hitting Control and dragging. Then I'm gonna hit Alt and scroll down. Let's add some bass notes, so duplicates of the root note just to reinforce it. So I'm going to highlight, click and drag, hold shift, drag, hit control and the down arrow. Put that right in there, make it 8 bars long, go into song mode. And so the goal of the R&B beat is to give a space to the artist to express themselves vocally. So I'm not going to be putting a lot of complicated melodies in it. It's mainly just layers of chords. The melody is their voice. You don't want to be clashing a melody that you made with their voice. With their voice. So mainly I'm just gonna layer it. I'm gonna make it a really wide spaced out atmosphere. And yeah, so let's get Electra X open. Let's go to the pad presets, grab Almost Invisible, go back into the piano pattern, hit Control A to highlight it, Control C to copy, go into Electra X and hit Control V to paste. I don't really need the bass notes in it, so I'm gonna just cut those. Now we have a vibe. I'm gonna change the pitch, so go back to the piano, hit shift and the up arrow, move it up 1 semitone, same for the pad. There we go. and let's layer it even more. I'm gonna go into Lounge Lizard, go into the time-based bank, and hit preset 12, which is called Warm Model V. This is about to put like a nice Rhodes electric piano vibe to it. So again, highlight and copy it, go into the Rhodes, and then paste it. Ooh. Go to Lounge Lizard once again, Electronica and Warped, and let's go to number 4, which is called Space Kalimba. And just layer it at the top leading note of the chords. So we're just following the top note. I'm gonna go into Purity, go into Preset, go to Lead Synth, go to, what is it, Autumn? Yes, sir. I have a melody idea in my head. I'm just translating it into the pattern. We hop out of the scale right here. Like in trap music, you don't really do that, but in R&B and like jazz, blues, stuff like that, you might want to hop out of the scale. That's just, I'm gonna put like mad effects on that and leave it in the background. Oh, then you want to go into your pattern and hit split by channel. So now we have all of our instruments in different patterns. And that's about it for the melodies. So now what I'm gonna do, select all of these, go into the channel rack, double click, go into the mixer, right click on insert 1, hit channel routing, and hit route selected channels starting from this track. We got the piano right here. Let's start mixing it. We're gonna have like a heavy 808 bass, so you don't want to have bass frequencies in the piano clashing with the bass. So we're gonna take an EQ and cut that out. Not all the way out. You don't want it to sound crazy, but like, you know what I mean. Add some stereo separation right here because we want it wide. This is, yo. Add some stereo separation to the pad, to the Rhodes. Stereo separation, the pluck. Cut the low end, stereo separation. Then the lead here, let's add distortion to it. Lower the mix level before you kill your ears. Then I'm gonna add an EQ, cut out the lows, and add to the highs. Because we want that crispy high end on it. And then I'm gonna hit fruity chorus. Now let's just level it, starting with the piano. I like to mix in mono when I'm doing like super spread out mixes, just to make sure that everything's translating. And now we're ready for the drums, but just give me 1 second. Since y'all don't want to believe me, let me call my bro real quick. We have some very important people watching right now, all right? Don't mess this up for me, all right? Okay. So I got my boy Duke Clay on the phone. Yo. Clay, let me ask you this. Who is the best mixing engineer that you know? You want me to be honest? I will shoot you through iMessage, bro. Tell it. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, anything else you want to say? Yeah, we don't care. So it was just for the video. I didn't mean it. I don't mean it like that. No, yo, you're dumb. I can't wait to see the video when you hang up on me. Bro, I didn't mean it like that. I love you. You know what? I'm not gonna say it back. I'm gonna get some drums. So a big part of making R&B, for me at least, is you want to put movement on it. R&B is called rhythm and blues. So we have to put the rhythm into the beat. My favorite way to do that is through percussion, specifically percussion loops. I have a percussion loop called Lulu right here. I don't know who that is, but shout out to you. What I'm about to do is go into stretch mode and then put the grid on none. Then I'm gonna take the end of the percussion loop and drag it out to 8 bars. Now we're about to be in time. And then just take care of the excess like that. You want to go into mode and hit stretch mode. This is going to bring it back up to its normal pitch. I'm going to mute all the other melodies for now. For the 808, I'm going to go back into the piano pattern. And pretty much what we want to do is just follow the root note. So remember, we started out with F. I'm going to go into each pattern and pick it up by 2 semitones, just so the bass isn't hitting that low and we can't really hear it. Now for the clap, if we wanted like a slower, like depressing type vibe, it would be like this. But I'm going to make it more upbeat and like more energetic by putting the clap on the 2 and the 4 counts instead of the 3 and the 7. Fill each 2-step hi-hats. except this time we're gonna really mess around with the velocity. So like drop every other note down just a lot. It has more dynamic. You're going from high to low. Add some percussion. Always tune your percussion. In this case, luckily the cowbell is already tuned. If you need to tune it like to a different pitch, you just come in here and right click. Hit him with the kick. Let's add a crash, extra impact. So this is really like a mix of trap and R&B. I like it. Let's add all the melodies back in. Now the best part, I'm gonna hold back the bass and the kick for 2 bars. So just to recap one more time, we started out with just the piano chord progression, the 2-5-1. Then what you want to do is layer that with a pad, a Rhodes or some sort of electric piano, a pluck, and a lead. Then we added the percussion loop called Lulu. I still don't know who that is, but shout out to you. Percussion, hi-hats, snares, all that good stuff. But thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. You know who you are. Thank you for watching this video. Since I can only get your attention through making tutorials, everybody go to chambersmixedit.com/sound kits. Pick up some sound kits, drum kits, preset packs, mixing services. You heard the man do, Clay. He said I'm the best. You heard what he said. But yeah, so be sure to stop by. I'll leave a link in the description and in the comment section, and stay tuned for the next video.